Rutherford's 3-1 win here over Gateshead, a great win for us as well.
Yeah, I think the performance matched the result today. I think we were dominant. I thought we had good spells of pressure. We had good control in the game, and it was a really pleasing performance today.
They've got it down as an own goal, but I think you're claiming the first, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely. Like I say, none of them want an own goal to the name, so it just makes sense to give me the goal.
We've just looked at it back as well, 4 nutmegs. That's quite impressive.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I didn't mean all, a couple of them, but I meant the first one, and initially I wanted to do a pullback, but their defence shifted a yard to cut the pullback off, so I took another touch and it sort of opened up. Yeah.
Looking at the build-up for it, it looked straight off the training ground. It's the sort of thing that you do work on and we do see quite often, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's a trait of my game. I like getting in behind defences. I run, across the line, and it is something that I do sort of do, drift from left to right. I think on occasions it does pull the manager's head out a little bit, but at times it does really work, and it does seem to get us in a little bit.
In recent weeks, so 7 days ago, we're holding a 1-goal lead. We failed to keep it. Tuesday night, we successfully keep it. Today, almost comfortable at the end there, wasn't it? Yeah,
I think it said a lot about the character of the team. We were conscious of how of how Chesterfield equalised, and then sort of the end of the game against Hartlepool, we were conscious that the performance wasn't really at the levels that we wanted. I think we set sort of went into panic stations a little bit. Today I thought we were unfortunate to concede the goal. There was a couple of good blocks in the build up to it, and I think the pleasing aspect of it is the response on the goal. I think straight away we didn't let our edge stop. We sort of got back to what we were doing, and Youngie's created a great bit of skill to go and set Ricky through, and it was probably another fortuitous finish, but it just says a lot about the character of the team that we kept going, and we kept to the habits that got us in the 2-0 lead in the first place.
Yeah, and to have that 2-0 lead, it looked deserved. The manager always talked to us about control, and we seemed to have a good foothold on the game today. Yeah,
we did. I thought Summers and Youngie in midfield really imposed themselves on the game, got us on the ball and got us playing, and I think to have that in the team, it's probably what we lacked a little bit last season. We were sort of end to end and on the back foot. I think we've got the ability in the team this year to go and control more games, and that's what the manager has put emphasis on, and I think we're seeing the benefits of that now.
Yeah, some of the lads we've spoken to have said that for you guys this was the most important game of the season. What do you feel that is?
I just think it was a good opportunity for us. We've had 2 home games there. We've had a difficult one at Chesterfield, where I feel they're in probably a slightly false position. So I think it was good for us that we could back up the Chesterfield draw with 2 wins at home, and that's probably why I felt like an important game to us. But I think on the back of that now, I think we've just climbed to the top of the table, and I think it's a good opportunity now for us to go and press on. I feel that last season when we got ourselves into that position, we sort of panicked a little bit when we got there, and we didn't capitalise as much as what we should have, and hopefully now we can go and capitalise when the league resumes again.
Yeah, I know it's only November, but it always does feel good to be top of the table, to be where you are, especially when you've got a 2-week break coming up.
No, that's exactly it, and the manager really did emphasise that. He told us we've got a 2-week gap. He wants to do everything in our power to be top of the league. Fortunately for us, Salford have dropped points and we are top of the league. It is a good position to be in for the next couple of weeks, and probably that gap does give us time to to come to terms with it, and then go and, like I say, try and kick on our next fixture.
We've got 41 points this season. That's way over half of what we managed last season. So that emphasised maybe the changes that have been made and the positives going forward, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think probably our goal return hasn't been quite fair. I think I was on the bench against Havant, and I thought we could have had 3-4 that day. I think we're creating a lot more chances, and we look a lot more dangerous this year, and we still managed to keep the focus on staying solid at the back and not conceding many. So I think we found a good balance. It's just about maintaining that, and I think we've got good options within the squad to keep freshening things up and to keep ourselves active, as much as the majority of us probably don't like being rotated. It enables us to be fresh and hungry to go and take your chance.
So moving on then to next week, FA Cup. We know all about giant killings. Well, Western will certainly be looking to pull one of those off next week, and it's set to be a really good game down there.
No, definitely. I've had a little brief glimpse. I don't know how they got on today, but I had a brief glimpse in the week of where they are in their league and how many points they've got. But it's an opportunity for them to have a little bit of respite themselves. They've worked hard to get into that stage of the FA Cup, and as you say, they'll see it as a great opportunity to go and build some confidence for their league and to take a scalp in the FA Cup. As this club knows, we've performed many giant killings over the years, and you know, I'm not saying it's on the level of some of them, but it's a good chance for Western Supermare to go and make a name for themselves.
Cheers, brothers.
No problem.